My little shop is only 13 feet by 19 feet, and it was getting to the point where I could hardly move around in it. Didn't have things rearranged right, and so I did a bit of a cleanup and kind of rearranged all my tools and everything this time into different places to make it a little more convenient. So we're going to take a little tour, and I'm just inside the door now, and it shows that I have quite a bit of room around my table saw, which I didn't have before in such a small shop. Not sure how this camera is going to work with movement. I know it works pretty good on still pictures, so if it goes out of focus when I'm moving, well, that's why. So we'll just turn around. We'll start to my left here, and well, back up a little, and that's kind of a catch-all junky little area there, but I think I know where most of the stuff is. Up above, all the way along these shelves up there. Coming down is just above the bench. Uh-oh, that window's gonna play tricks on me here, I'm sure. Okay, this is just above the bench. And coming down to the bench itself, got a couple of drills, clamps, never have enough clamps. There's the my little sanding station for sanding rings when I do the Ringmaster bowls, and the 8-inch slow speed grinder. Down below I got some wood that I'm got sticker drying that I cut from a log, and a spindle sander and some junk. So coming back over, up above we got a bunch of goodies up in there. There's the finish I put on my bowls. Air conditioner for the summertime. It's just a wee guy, but it works a bit. There's a new HVLP gun I got recently for spraying, and my air compressor. I'll just back up a little on this one so we can get more of it in. And beside it is the big old rigid bandsaw. I put a riser block on that recently so I can resaw 12 inches instead of just 6. Shelf up above there, kind of a catch-all shelf. There's a big old air cleaner I made, about 15 years ago. It works real good. Okay, coming down below that, got some little storage bins. And I'm gonna back out and go around the back of my table saw here so I can show more. And there's a big old toolbox. I have to rearrange that one day. It's quite a bit of a mess. There's my it's a 6x48 sanding station. Bunch of goodies in behind there. And there's that doorway goes into where my dust collector is. Might come back to that in a minute. There's a return air hole up above there from my dust collector. And my Delta P20 scroll saw. And my 13-inch dual speed planer. Bit of storage underneath there. And the 12 by 36 inch, I believe, lathe. Now, I just recently got a dust deputy for my dust collector, and I put in this ducting that I only use for my lathe and my planer, and it goes up from the lathe like that, comes into a Y with a blast gate for both the planer and the lathe. Then it goes back over and into that hole that I showed before, and I'll open this door, and there's where it comes in into my DC. Now I can even turn the switch on right here, and there's my DC running. And when the door is closed, I don't even hardly hear it at all. And in this other corner, if the light is good enough, I've just started building some shelves from, well, pretty well from the floor up to the ceiling. And that's where I'll be storing the shorter pieces of wood that I use for my ringmaster. Close that. And coming around, got my compound miter saw in a corner here. I have it on wheels, so I don't use it all the time, so naturally it can go in the corner, just pull it out when I need it. And of course we all have a nice big garbage can, don't we? Okay, then I'll have the storage area in there, just for longboards, so I can just stand them up. They don't take much room. I'm thinking of sometime up in this area. Oh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell from here, but building a bit of a loft up in there. Oh, by the way, this is the heater that I heat my shop with. It's just a electric heater. I think it's one of those 4800 watt, I believe. Okay. And there's some storage area here. All kinds of goodies in there. Stuff we collect over the years. And my drill press is beside that. There it is. It's a King Canada. They make pretty good tools. And I just recently built a kind of a makeshift stand on that, but it's good and strong. It works fine. Next door here we have the shop vac with the homemade pre-separator cyclone dust collector. That thing works real good. And oh, I got a bunch of lathe tools and the power supply for the shop. Coming over further here, they got, well, this shelf has a bunch of drills and all kinds of little accessories like that. And coming down, we get my ringmaster. There's my ringmaster, very up close. And we've pretty well come full circle. So we'll stick this in the camera, see how it works. Thanks for watching my little shop tour.